What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I put the wrong freaking thumbnail on there. Hold on. Make sure it updated. Oh, it didn't. Damn it. It's all right. Well, what is up, guys? I made this whole new thumbnail with the crab in it in Bitcoin, and I freaking forgot to put it put it on there. Yeah. I'm kind of pissed. It is what it is. What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Owen said his membership has expired. He's gonna renew it later. Come on, bro. We need you in the green, bro. We need you in the green. Well, let's just jump right into it. I just pinned the Discord. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys join our Discord. We are basically up and running all day, 24/7. Got people across the globe, so we're talking crypto and new crypto plays all day, all night. Sometimes I have to literally mute the Discord because I'm like, bro, it's too much. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning and everybody's talking about new plays, right? Sometimes you just got to get that sleep. So what's going on, Randy? Muhammad, what's going on, bro? He said, damn, he's second. You are. Randy's always in here first, bro. Soldier, what's going on? Jay, Nico, Owen, James, what's going on, fam? Gina, what's going on, girl? So let's jump right into it. And Jed, what's up? So first, before we even jump into any DeFi, let's check out what's the actual market doing right now. If you guys were in the members only stream, we kind of covered it a little bit. The market right now has been really, obviously for the last, 2 weeks, we've been really just going through a downward move, but it's really been in swings, right? We've been basically staying in this bull flag that I've had mapped out for the last, it feels like the last month that we've been in this channel. And like I said, I don't expect anything to necessarily change anytime soon. And what I mean by that is like the next few weeks, I do think that we're going to eventually find a spot and we're going to start picking back up. You guys know we always talk about it. It's like a broken record. This is expected. This is what happens after every post halving. We always go into this sideways, boring action for at least 6 to 8 weeks, and then Bitcoin will start taking off. So you can see Bitcoin right now sitting at a pivotal spot at around 61,600. We do have a spot for some resistance / support at around 61.6. You can see it is technically exactly on that spot right now, hitting its head. Is it going to break above? Is it going to break below? We'll see. Nice little W pattern playing out for Bitcoin. Jumping over to Milady. Milady earlier when we were having the members only stream, she dropped down, but look where she bounced, exactly on the trend line that we've had on here. You guys can see we've had this trend line. She literally stayed right on this trend line, bouncing exactly where she needed to be and coming right back into this channel that she's been kind of teeter-tottering in for the last week. So same thing for any of your traditional coins right now, especially all the mainstream coins that are basically in sync with Bitcoin. Not really expecting anything crazy to happen as of now until Bitcoin really starts picking up. So for Milady, I honestly wish I would have picked up this spot right here just to add to the bag. You guys know I've been slowly but steadily buying in on all these big dips for Milady, just continuing to add to my bag. So wasn't a crazy dip, but I still would have liked to grab it. We did drop down briefly, so it is what it is, right? Let's jump into a couple things real quick. Let's see here. So crypto bubbles for the day. You guys can see pretty much red. We do have a couple bubbles that they look like they want to be like these enormous 70% bubbles. They're only 7%. You have Thorchain, Arweave up 7, 6.5 for Rune, and then Core up around about 10%. PEPE's not doing too bad today, about 2%, but nothing stands out where you're like, holy crap, do you see this project going crazy? Nothing really is going on crazy. So Billy is asking, what the F is crab with a knife? You've never seen a crab running around with a knife, bro? You've never seen that? I'm just kidding, man. Well, let's jump right into it because it seems like that's everybody. Everybody wants to talk about crab with knife right now. And if you've been living under a rock, crab with knife has taken over Cronos for right now. It's like it's the newest, hottest thing, right? Last week, 2 months ago, last month was call, and now it seems to be crab with knife has finally started to take over. So let's pull up, and there's a couple things that I do want to cover with crab with knife. So we're gonna have to have two of these open real quick, and we're gonna let's see here. Nico just gifted somebody a members only. Nice. That is awesome here. Let's see here. Crab. So we have crab with knife, and then we have crab with a knife. And we're going to cover two things here, but off bat, looking at these charts and comparing them, they look completely opposite, right? So let's jump in real quick. So first things first, crab with knife, right? Not to be mistaken with crab with a knife. This project dropped probably about 3 days ago, I would imagine. Almost 3 days. 2 days and 21 hours ago, right? The project's been going absolutely insane. We did drop this in the Discord. It wasn't even me this time. It was shout out to, I keep saying Rare Prodigy was the one, if I'm not mistaken, was the first one that I remember bringing this up when it was at 11 zeros when they were buying in. I caught it at around 10 zeros when I bought in. So that's why I say join that Discord. It is free. You guys will be able to get put on to plays. We brought you Call when Call was at a $500,000 market cap. And you guys know the rest of that story. So for this project, like I said, dropped. Me personally, I was a little weary jumping into the project at the time when it was down to 10 zeros because the liquidity was at like $5,000. And it was just a little suspect, right? Looking at the picture, doesn't look like the best kind of picture that you would drop on the deck screener. And going into the website, there was just a picture, right? So a couple things I'm looking at, and then remember the liquidity was at the time very small. So I'm like, bro, this looks a little sketch. But everybody else was like, listen, we're talking to the guy the dev that created the project, and he seems legit. He's given it, being very transparent. So I was like, all right. They jumped in, and I'm talking about you guys, obviously you guys know I'm not going to start calling everybody out, but a lot of the guys in the Discord bought in heavy on the project. I'm talking about like $5,000-$10,000 buying in like crazy. Like there was a point where us in the Discord was holding 90% of the freaking liquidity in the project at the time, right? I'm sure if they're still holding, we're probably still up there at least like 50% liquidity in this project, right? Like we could make one move and literally you could see this project drop down like 60%. Not saying that that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's how early a lot of us got in. But they were all buying in. I'm like, I'm going to jump in as well. But I didn't jump in like, balls deep into it, right? I jump in buying at about the 10 zeros. But I'm noticing the project is absolutely going berserk. It has been. The point of my story is that now the liquidity has gone up to $85,000. They did do a liquidity pool lock as far as the liquidity. They burned their liquidity pool, which is always a plus. You guys know how I feel about those locks. They really don't mean much. They're like a symbolic kind of a thing where it makes you feel a little bit better, but it doesn't really mean much. I think what's really standing out about this project particularly is that you can see it's been moving up like crazy. It's taking Cronos by storm. We have a lot of people in our in our Discord that are in the other Discord, right? That are talking directly to the dev, the guy that created it, and he's been very transparent about everything that's going on. That's something I like, right? I like when you can talk to the people that are the creators of the project and they're responsive. They're telling you, they're keeping everything, like crystal clear on what's going on, who they are and stuff like that. But a big thing that's been really standing out about this project, particularly compared to the other one, is that he's been paying for marketing. He's been paying for ads. You can see marketing boost here. You guys know we have our native token, NFK, that's on Solana for the channel. No FUD Koala. We paid for marketing. It's expensive. It's very expensive. This guy's been running marketing for the last like 2 days. I'm talking about at least the last like 24 hours. He's had marketing being paid for. You're talking $100, $200 an hour for marketing. So this guy has been investing a lot of money in the back scene for this project. So with that whole spiel, I'm saying that this project looks legit. It looks great. It looks like it's going to continue to run for right now. The other project, we don't know. Me personally, I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm trying to speculate, like, okay, because the guy that we talked to about the other project was talking about, hey, I just dropped this project. While he dropped the project, this was on pre-sale, right? This was on pre-sale, and I'm like, what is going on here? You have two of the same projects. One's already dropped. One's on pre-sale. What the hell is going on here? Well, like I said, the guy's been very transparent. You know, he's been telling everybody, he's like, listen, this is my project, and he went ahead and dropped it before the pre-sale of this project. He's like, this is my project. And he was showing screenshots of, he's like, look, and he was showing like, you know, if it was like a few days before, a few weeks before, he's like, look, I said I was going to be dropping this project. And what it leads me to believe is that Crab with knife and Crab with a knife, they know each other. These people know each other. I'm almost certain that they know each other, but something happened where there's bad blood. And I think what happened is that this guy is the original. This is the OG right here that wanted to drop the project, you know. And I think his people or whoever he was with, they separated and they ended up going elsewhere or forking and pretty much trying to drop the same project. Well, you can see as the charts look, it doesn't look the best. Liquidity, even though it has a lock on it, you can see this thing is dropping down fast. Very small market cap. The liquidity is not terrible, but I mean, it just doesn't look good if you're looking at this chart compared to this one, right? So with me looking at this, I'm going to tell you guys, you know, I'm always looking out for you guys. I'm going to probably go with Crab with Knife, saying that this is going to be your legit Crab with Knife, and this is probably going to be the one that you're going to want to stick with as far as safety and gains for this project. You can see that it obviously is running. The trend line is up. You can see that it's had some nice swings. If you're able to catch these swings, I mean, you're making some good money on this project. But you can see in the long run, even though it's only been 3 days, it's pointing towards the upside, right? So I mean, this project is running. It's definitely taking over Cronos for right now. It's bringing in a lot of the liquidity and a lot of the volume for Cronos is coming in right now. And honestly, if you really think about it, for the day, $136,000 for a project that seems to be really taking over, that's about to eat up another zero, is very low compared to what this thing's potential could possibly be down the road, right? I mean, we're at 9 zeros right now. This thing could easily run up to 7, 6 zeros down the road, right? So I mean, I'm gonna stick with Crab with Knife for right now. I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, I'm looking out for you guys, is be very careful with Crab with a knife. The difference is Crab with knife. This one's Crab with a knife. Be very cautious. You know, obviously everything I told you is me speculating. I don't know these people. I haven't spoke with the devs whatsoever. My devs have spoke with the other devs or the guy that's running this project, and like I said, they've been saying that he's been very transparent and been very very responsive as far as what's going on with the project. So with that being said, this is going to be the project that I think that we're going to that we'll support on the channel for right now. You guys let me know what you guys think here, but that's pretty much what we're going to leave it at. Real quick, before we even continue, it looks like we got the likes. We're getting up there. Make sure you guys hit those likes, and let's get this show going. Today, I am sipping on already. I already am drinking a tea, guys. A spiked tea. This one's not going to be twisted tea, though. This is going to be a different one. So I went to the store, and I saw an influx of teas being made now. So this one's a hard charge tea, Raz Pop, and this thing is fire. It really is. It's fire. It's good. It's 1 o'clock where I'm at, so you know, I feel like, you know, it's not a bad time to start jumping in and start sipping on some tea. Nice little Sunday. Shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Even if you're not a mom, if you're a dad, you know what, man? Happy Parents' Day is what it really needs to be, right? Fajerio said the tea is taking over, bro. And I feel like I've been the main corporate on why tea is taking over. I've seen so many people like, yo, I'm going to get a twisted tea now and all this stuff. These people owe me some promotional money, because I feel like since I've been talking about tea, it's been going up like crazy. So I'm waiting for them to hit me up. Watch in the next week. I'm gonna have commercials for like one of the teas because I'm gonna be like, bro, they're promoting the channel now, bro. Cheers to you, Jed. Billy said crab with knife looks baller at 9 zeros. It does. Billy, imagine buying in when it was at 11 zeros and at 10 zeros, bro. I bought my trillion. I bought a trillion. I'm trying to think how much it was at 10 zeros. I think it was like, I don't remember exactly. I think, oh yeah, it was like $150 or $200 for a trillion, right? And I to be transparent, guys, I did sell off on my on the project. I probably will jump back in, but I did sell that trillion. But I 5x'd somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I sold, but I 5x'd. I mean, like overnight, it 5x'd on me. So, Fergerio said he bought in at the mid 10s. Nice. Jed's over here. He was doing it during the members only stream, throwing it in our face. He bought in at 12 zeros, bro. That's baller right there, bro. That's where you like buy in. You know, you only spend like $100 and you get like 30% of the freaking circulating supply. 12 zeros. That's crazy. But you know what's funny is we have a couple people, I'm not going to call them out, but we have a couple people in the Discord that own 25 plus trillion. Like, I'm talking about like these massive bags. I'm like, good God. Chemo, what's going on, brother? He said, he was just throwing up crab to the moon. Nice. We'll see how it goes, guys. You know, I'm always preaching to you guys, you know, just make sure if you guys, you know, you're, you know, we're up and running, right? We're up and running. It feels good. I think we have some time for it to really, you know, continue to grow. But just like with call, what I was telling you guys is that there's going to be a time where you do need to figure out where your game plan as far as, you know, taking your profits, right? I'm not saying that's any time right now. Obviously, right now we're in a building stage where we're just building and building and building. But eventually down the road, you got to figure out where, you know, don't let the greed set in is what I always say to you guys, right? Because I don't have any dog in this fight, right? Whether you buy, sell, it doesn't matter really to me. Obviously, it does matter. I want you guys to make as much money as possible. But at the same time, just like when we talked about call, and call was running up, you know, they got listed on crypto.com and stuff. I was preaching this and saying it over and over, guys. Make sure you guys are grabbing your profits, secure the bag, right? And I'm sure there's still some people that have rode this thing all the way down. You know, not that it's gone down and crashed, but you can obviously see hindsight 2020 when there was a better time to really reposition yourself. And I use a reposition yourself because, you know, I do the same thing. If there's a project that I'm very bullish on, but I'm up like crazy, I will sell and reposition myself. And even if I don't catch the bottom down here and I bought back in down here, I'm at least doubling my position with the same liquidity that I basically just had in the project. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I always preach to you guys. I don't want greed to take over, you know, and you're thinking, oh, I'm up, you know, I'm up $20,000 right now. It's going to keep going and keep going because there's going to be a time where it's going to hit its head somewhere and it might need to retrace and retest certain levels. Take advantage of that. Obviously, you're not going to know exactly where the top is. So that's why I always say use your best judgment and just don't let the greed take over your logic thinking, right? If you're up like crazy, right? It's okay. You're not going to always be able to time the top. And again, don't think I'm saying sell right now whatsoever. We're selling right now. If you're looking at the call, comparing call to crab, selling right now is like probably selling around this area right now, right? What if this project gets listed on crypto.com in the next few weeks or the next month? You guys know this is what's been going on, you know, in Cronos DeFi, right? A lot of good projects have been getting released on crypto.com and they go absolutely, you think they're parabolic now and then they go absolutely insane parabolic, right? So imagine you're holding on right now or even buying in right now and a month down the road, you know, crab gets dropped onto crypto.com, right? Imagine the moves that we have. So by no means am I saying anything about selling right now at all. What I'm saying is there going to be a point in time well, you definitely need to figure out what your end game is, right? As far as taking profits and if it's repositioning yourself or just taking profits and moving on, right? So I always want to make sure I tell you guys that, just so you guys know, like I'm always looking out. I want to make sure, like I said, I have no dog in this fight, whether it goes up or down whatsoever. So, I want you guys to just make the best decision. But for now, I will continue to say that the project looks secure. It looks great. I mean, you guys can see the buys that are coming in like crazy. The trend line is pointing towards the upside. So I'm actually waiting. I wish I would have been paying attention a little bit more and caught this dip right here, because I easily, even buying back in at the 9 zeros, I bought back here. This is literally where I bought in, down here. I actually originally bought back somewhere back here, sold. I forgot where it was. I bought in, sold, and then bought back right when we jumped back down to 10 zeros. I was like, I bought back in. And then I ended up selling again. I should have freaking been able to catch this dip right here, but I didn't. Even though catching it at a higher price, I still would have doubled my position, where I was at with the profits. Because like I said, I 5x'd, everything that I had on the project. So yeah, Call's doing really well. Someone asked me in the members only stream, they were like, hey, Crip, did Call get listed on a new exchange? And I was like, bro, honestly, we went and checked out their their Twitter and their X, and I didn't see any posts on there. I haven't I haven't got any news from my people about what's going on in their Discord. But you could see if it was just out of nowhere or something ended up, causing a nice little run, where right now they're up about 35, but they were technically up about 40+% just a little while ago for Call. So, and what's crazy is like, you would have thought Call would have continued to move down because, you have a new sheriff in town, which is Crab. You would think a lot of people are maybe taking profits off of Call and jumping into Crab. Well, Call is running just as much for today. So, which leads me to, let's jump in. I want to do so I was digging up some research on with Crab. This is so funny going through all these are what people have posted in the last like 24 hours about Crab with with knife. Look at him, he's doing shoulder presses. Oh my gosh. Let's see what this guy's doing. Okay, nothing. Look. All these people were making these but see, look at this. This is Crab with a knife. You see this? So it says, hello, Crow fam. The pre-sale airdrop completed in early hours of morning. We are expecting a dip, and now it's time to buy the dip without stopping. So what they're claiming is that the airdrop just ended for them, right? And I want to pull up their chart again. But what they're claiming is that, remember, I don't have any dog in this fight. I'm not going to sit here and bash anyone's project. But what they're claiming is that they the pre-sale, this is pre-sale right here. People taking profits on the pre-sale. So they were saying a dip was expected, and that they're planning on a big run coming. And they actually have been flooding Twitter with their stuff. You can see Crab with knife every like few hours they're dropping something. Breakout incoming. New launched Crab with knife on Cronos. This is the original one, Crab with knife, right here. And then you have Crab with a knife. Frigerio said, hold on, let me back up. Billy said selling call right now is like 10,000 for Bitcoin pizza. That'll always live on, right? The biggest Bitcoin mistake. Jed said do your own research, DCA, and don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And Adam Soldier said post in the correct crab in our Discord. And Fajirio said all I see is crab with a knife is in red. They are. Well, I'm curious to see who's going to win this dogfight, right? Obviously, right now, it looks like the original, and I call it the original because this one dropped first. It looks like this one is whooping the other one's butt for right now. So I'd love to see what's going to happen here. But like I said from at the beginning of this rant, was that, this guy right here is paying for ads, right? This guy's paying for ads. It costs a lot of money. It really does. It costs a lot of money for him to be running these ads. So, I mean, he's putting money behind him. These people, you haven't seen any kind of ads being run or anything like that. I mean, you saw the liquidity was at 100,000 at a time, 98,000. It's dropped down over 60% from where it's at right now. So, if you were to see who is winning right now, it looks like Crab with Knife is running right now. Is what it looks like, guys. Seeing if there's any good news coming out. I know we covered all the good news. Let's see here. Trump's pro-crypto bluster at NFT gala lacked policy substance. See what this is. It says U.S. House McHenry says bill on crypto's market structure will get floor vote. So a bill to set out a regulatory regime for U.S. cryptocurrency markets will finally get a vote from the overall House Representatives. The House Rules Committee approved the legislation for the vote next month, potentially pushing it towards a high water mark for crypto legislation. Can't say this word now. Legislate. Oh my gosh! You know when you think about it too hard and you just cannot say the word. I don't know if it's his tea. I just started drinking the tea. It can't be. Well, you guys know what I mean, right? So the most comprehensive U.S. cryptocurrency. This word's gonna haunt me. Oh, legislation. Legislation. I'm not saying it properly. I don't know why. It's like it will not roll off the tongue. So too far to make it through the congressional committee, we'll get even further with the entire House of Representatives set to vote on whether the approval is soon, according to the Republican Patrick McHenry, the chairman of House of Financial Service Committees. So, not even reading into it, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a big thing, obviously, for the in the States. Obviously, we see Trump. He's been talking about, crypto. I told you guys, whoever backs crypto during this next election, and remember, we're not getting political. We're not aiming at any different sides. I don't want you guys, do whatever you got to do as far as your political beliefs. I'm not getting into it. This is a finance channel. This is crypto. We're all about making money and finding new plays and stuff like that, right? But what I'm saying is whether it's him, Trump, or Biden, whoever starts really talking pro crypto, I think are really going to bring out a big set of voters. And you could have a certain candidate that's pretty much maybe you don't agree with, on a lot of things, but if he's pro crypto, it might wing you towards voting for that person, right? Versus the other person that might be not pro crypto, that might actually be nothing but a negative towards crypto, right? You guys do hear, and like I said, don't feel like I'm winging towards any side. I'm just stating the facts. We did just see that the current administration just a month ago was proposing a capital gains of almost 50% of unrealized gains, and this wasn't even towards crypto. This was just towards any kind of investments. So imagine you have unrealized gains, meaning you haven't even sold yet, but you're in $10,000 of profit. You owe the government $5,000 before you even sell, right? that right there is that right there is it's scary to believe that they could actually go through and pass something like that, and also with the current administration, with the current SEC, Gary Gensler, they're nothing but negative towards crypto. They're not looking out to try to help you and I. They're here to really just put a stain on crypto and try to keep your stock market investors away from crypto by putting a stain on it, telling you that it's usually used for illicit activities. It's nothing but scams. That's usually their talking points, right? Whenever they approved the ETFs, Gary Gensler immediately came out and was like, listen, I don't back this whatsoever. I still think Bitcoin is still used for mostly illicit activities. And he wanted to make sure that, that he was forced to approve it, but he really wanted to make sure that if he can scare anybody away from it, he was going to do that. And that's what I don't like. I do know that if we get a new person in office, whether it be Trump or whoever, they're most likely going to Gary Gensler's most likely going to be exiting his seat at the SEC, most likely, and that's what we ultimately want. We want regulation for crypto, right? We want to see more stability. We want to see more safeguards in place for crypto, but we don't need what he's doing, because he's not looking out for us. He's looking out for himself, and he's looking out really for the banks and the stock market is what it looks like. So. And Fajerio said he said that meanwhile he bought Bitcoin while it dipped. And that's what's crazy is, like, they sit there and they're like, they sit there and they're like, oh yeah, we're looking out for the market. We're looking out for you guys. But at the same time, they're like, oh yeah, our Twitter got hacked, and you guys remember before the ETF dropped, they put out, it was a hacked, from their official Twitter was stating that they didn't approve the Bitcoin ETFs. And if you guys remember, we covered this live on the stream. Bitcoin tanked from it was in almost the 70s. It went all the way down to the 50s. Tanked within hours because of that tweet. And then they came back and they're like, oh yeah, we were hacked. Do you know how many people lost money that day? That got liquidated on their positions as far as leverage trading and stuff like that. Do you know how many people sold off that were scared? And nothing will be held accountable for them. Nothing whatsoever. That right there should tell you how much they do not care about you or me or anybody other than their big bank buddies and the people that are that they don't want any of that big money coming from Wall Street into crypto. They want to at least prolong it as much as possible. So Sabrina said, where can I buy crab? Good question. Depending on what crab you're looking for. So both of them, I believe, both of them are trading on VVS. So what you'll need to do, Sabrina, is it's going to be on your Crypto.com DeFi wallet. Remember, you have Crypto.com app, and then you have it's a separate app. It's a Crypto.com DeFi wallet app. If you don't have that already, you're going to need to download that, connect it to your Crypto.com account, and add funds. And then basically, when you're in your DeFi wallet, you're going to just need to go down to the browser, look up VVS Finance. It's going to be a swap. You're going to pull it up, and you're basically, let's just go through it real quick. You guys know I'm always trying to look out for you guys. This is what I do for my members only. We'll go through this stuff right here. And I literally will walk you through how to buy and sell. If you're, because believe it or not, I know some people are like, oh my God, I already know how to do that. We all do, right? But there's still people that are coming into the space that we want to help out with, right? We want to get them in. So what you're going to do is you're going to download your DeFi wallet. You're going to go to your, you're going to go down to your VVS. Sabrina's like, bro, I already know. Just tell me VVS. Jump into your VVS, yep, and then you're going to go into trade, swap, and then you're going to need to, you can either just go straight off of your DEX, just copy the address, right? I just copy the address, and then let's say I'm using Crow. I don't have my wallet connected to my PC, not for Cronos. And then you see how I just copy the address and I put it in. It's going to say import. and then you're gonna need to click, because it's still right now it's an unknown source. You're gonna need to click that you agree or you understand, and then you're basically gonna do the swap right here. If I had my wallet connect, it would say swap. So let's say I wanted to buy like 20 trillion right now. How much would that be? Let's see here. Let's see. Well, we can do it over here on here. How much is 20 trillion? 200, 100,000, 100 million, billion. 20 trillion right now is 16K. Ah, nice. Okay, soldier. Pocket watching you right now, bro. Oh, good thing. Yeah, Adam brought up a good thing. So it's cheaper to buy, believe it or not, it's cheaper to swap your call instead of Crow. So instead of using Crow, it's cheaper to actually use call. So you would swap call for crab, and it's cheaper because it's gonna be a lower transaction for you to do that. So I actually learned the hard way. When it first dropped like 2 days ago, I'm sitting here buying with Crow, and I'm looking at this chart right here. I'm looking at this chart, and I always look at the transactions, and I was like, I always buy, and I go back over here and watch my transaction go through, and it wasn't going through. I'm like, what in the beep is going on? I'm like, bro, they have a whole nother freaking let me pull it up here. They have a whole nother freaking crab with Crow. Where is it? Do they still have it? Yeah, it's right here. They have it right here. So it's the same price. It's just to go with Crow, but it's a different pair, So I'm like sitting here the whole time over there looking, and I'm like, bro, why? I'm getting the tokens, the transactions are going through, but I'm like, why in the hell is it not like freaking showing up on the transactions? And then like 12 hours later, I'm like, oh crap, this is crab and call. And then I realized I was paying a little bit more for the transaction through Crow. So thank you, Soldier, for bringing that up, bro. What would I do without you guys? That's my dev team right there. Oh, look who decided to come in. Prodigy. Oh, okay, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on? I didn't know you had time for the live today, bro, You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that you had time to come join us. So, thank you for blessing us with your presence. I'm just kidding, man. Royal, my bad, bro. Royal, what's going on, bro? Listen, I saw you came in. You're like, yo, it's Royal. And I was like, I was in the middle of a rant, So, well, I'm right here, bro. I see you, bro. And shout out to Royal. He's Royal in the Discord. Not going to spill all the beans, but my boy Royal just got employed with some big wigs with crypto. And Royal is behind the scenes. He's the guy that's built our Telegram. He built our Discord, the official Discord that's for our NFK token. So shout out to Royal, because Royal is an asset, and anybody that gets him on their team is gonna do nothing but big things. So shout out to Royal, bro. I appreciate everything you do for us, bro. Nico's over here throwing out memberships. Who's picking them up? Let's see. Who's picking them up? All right, there we go. Make sure you guys say thank you to Nico for throwing it out there. Yep, W Nico. There you go. W's in the chat. There you go. Adam said Prodigy's butt hurt. Yeah, no Diddy. Yes, Diddy. Chemo dog gone it. It's funny. I see you in the Discord, bro. It's so funny, bro. Is let me see here. Crab with knife. Is this it right here? Hold on. I jumped in on one of these posts and I saw you post something on here like this isn't the real this isn't the real crab. Where is it? There he is. Is this you right here? It has to be, right? He's getting that word out. Royal, what do you mean? How do you pick up what? Oh, you mean the free the gifted memberships? Bro, they're not. You can't pick them up. They're randomly selected. They're randomly selected. Remember what I said this before, because I know you're having problems joining the membership. You're gonna have to go to your settings. Someone explained it the other day. You have to go to your settings and you have to accept gifts. So go into your settings and look for the gifts or whatever. You have to be able to accept gifts. That's the only way that you can you'll be able to get gifted a membership on there. So I think this is effing hilarious though, because you know these videos are really these are like real crabs with knives. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's hilarious. Crabs taking over mainstream. Squirrel with knife, crab with knife. The dog's like putting his hands up. Oh man, that's too funny. I'm telling you, this crab with knife and crab with a knife, they're gonna battle it out. Let's see here. And look at this. Look at this. So this was on the 8th. This was 4 days ago. They said the crab with knife is currently live is a scam. The real one is pre-sale. I spoke to the dev. This is what I'm telling you guys, and I'm not spreading FUD whatsoever. This is what I'm saying is that I guarantee when we find out about everything, because I got my investigators on it. When we find out about all this, I guarantee there's going to be people that know each other, where they're basically something happened to where they split up, and they both basically were like, it's my project, right? And they both dropped the project. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen when we find out. Royal with the knife. So Frank said, does Crab have ties with Call? You know what, bro? I was thinking the same thing, because I was wondering, I'm like, why? Either they have ties with them or they're out to get them, right? Because why the hell did they do their pair with Crab with Call? Normally when you drop a project, it's paired with Crow, right? So either they're affiliated with the project, they like the project, or they're trying to get everybody to swap their Call over for Crab. It's only those. It's either those three scenarios. Yeah, doggone it, said healthy competition. It is. You know what I'm saying? That's why me personally, I don't want to. I'm not gonna sit here and be like taking sides. I'm just gonna give you guys the facts, what I see. And I'm also we're really, what we focus on this channel is the charts, right? We're covering the charts. Obviously, we already covered it. I said what I said. You know, this chart obviously looks a lot better than the other chart. The other one could turn around out of nowhere, right? I'm just saying, we're going to keep it, you know, basically the way we see it. And this looks legit, you know, and like I keep saying, this guy's paying for ads and stuff like that. And a lot of my guys have been talking to this particular guy, and you know, he's been very transparent and very responsive. So if it was the other way around, I would have been a little wary, and I honestly wouldn't be covering it on the channel. So someone saying, James said koala with a knife. Uh-oh. That might be something we might have to. Should we drop koala with knife on Crow? Watch, someone's gonna try to go, and then we're gonna be battling. They're gonna try to drop it, and then we're gonna be battling, but they're gonna lose if they try to come after us because we have too big of a community. But should we drop koala with knife? No FUD koala with knife on Crow. I wonder if we should do that. And if you try taking the idea, you're gonna lose. I'm telling you. You try taking that idea, it's going to cost you. Royal said, go, go, go. Oh, so let's check out Mary. I know you were asking about Mary. Let's check out Mary. So whoa. Mary's down 21. Holy sheesh. We were just covering this in the members only, and she was holding above the 236. I was like, she still looks good. So with Mary, I don't know what's going on particularly. You can see she's trying to hold this trend line right now. She did take a nice little dip. She's down about 21% as of now. So, I mean, I still am very bullish as long as she's holding this trend on Mary. I mean, this thing has been running like crazy. And you know what's crazy is I keep forgetting, did Mary drop on crypto.com? I could have sworn that she already dropped on crypto.com. Am I hallucinating or something? I'm pretty sure she already did. Some people are saying that no, she hasn't dropped yet, but I could have sworn that she already dropped on crypto.com. Not yet? Okay. Not yet. So, you know, I think she's been, and you know what ultimately, this was what was happening for Ryoshi, where Ryoshi had the anticipation that it was going to be getting dropped on crypto.com, and I was saying, I was like, you know what, if any project that gets dropped from DeFi onto the major exchange, it's going to be a plus, right? It's going to be a big plus. You're obviously going to see a lot of positive movement, but if they come out and they're dropping it on the Discord, yeah, we're getting listed, and they don't get listed, it's going to backfire on them. And I think that's what happened with Ryoshi, was it backfired on them. They were out there pumping that news, and nothing happened. Mary, there's been a lot of, oh yeah, Mary's getting dropped on crypto.com. It needs to happen soon, right? Because what you're going to see is you're going to start seeing more of these dips coming if they don't get their act together, or if they don't, because I know it's a process. I know it's probably not on their end. It's a process to get dropped on decrypto.com. You have to make sure all your stuff is legit, all your ducks are in a row, the liquidity is at a certain level, your volume has to be consistently at a certain level. It's a big ordeal to get dropped onto crypto.com, going from a DeFi to an actual exchange. You know, so I'm not saying it's on the devs of for Mary whatsoever. But what I'm saying is if you're dropping the news that you guys are anticipating to get released on there, you got to come through with it, or you're going to start seeing some pain. So I don't know if that's what's going on right now, particularly, or just seeing maybe people are taking profits. But this is why you've had such a beautiful trend line of going towards the up, is because people have been anticipating that they're the next project that's going to get dropped on crypto.com. So hopefully that's what's going on. So. Nemesis said, CryptoFud, just wanted to share one more thing about Crab with Knife Project. I don't know if you saw, but the Crab with Knife dev is Simon from Call's Discord. There you go. Thank you for clearing that up, brother. I appreciate that. So I'm personally not in Call's Discord, but there you go. I appreciate you bringing that up. I knew there was some kind of affiliation with Call, and that's why they had the pair with Crab paired with Call. So there you go. That kind of sums it up. I thank you so much, Nemesis, for bringing that up, brother. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I kind of knew that was probably what was going on, that they had some kind of affiliation, because I was wondering, I'm like, why the hell did they pick Call with the pair? They normally, unless you're affiliated with that project, you don't normally do that. You would do your token paired with Crow, you know, and or USDC or something like that. So thank you again, bro. I appreciate that. Royal said, I'm holding 15,000 worth of Mary at the moment. I don't know if I should keep should keep for the listing on CDC or take out profits. And I think that's where a lot of people are sitting, Royal, where they're kind of like, they're right now, they're thinking the same way you're thinking. They're like, should I just take my profits, or I don't want to miss out if it does get dropped on crypto.com. It's like you're in a spot right now where it's and listen, Royal, that's a good spot to be in. I know it's a little stressful, but if you're sitting on some beautiful, no Diddy, you're sitting on some nice profits, right? You're sitting on some nice profits. So at the end of the day, like I always tell you guys, don't let the greed take over. You know, at the end of the day, whatever you decide, you know, hopefully it's the best decision for yourself. But I mean, you're in the green, you're doing good. So whatever you decide, even if it's to walk away right now, you made some good money. Or if you're there to hold it for the long term, hopefully they do get listed and you guys continue to blast off. I'm going to call you just dog, all right? Because doggone it. I understand, like, doggone it. But then I'm like reading, I'm like, doggone it. So I'm going to call you dog from now on, all right, bro? Dog said, hit that like button, share this live with your Cronos fam and friends, okay, folks? There you go right there. Appreciate that, bro. Let's see here. Dynasty said, Simon from Crow Call team. That's what they're saying. They're saying Simon from the Call Discord, which I believe is one of the devs from Call. I'll be right back, then going to VVS. What's going on, Trey? So Royal said, isn't Mary doing better than Call before it got listed? It is. The market cap is a lot higher than Call. When Call got listed onto Crypto.com, the market cap was only at, like, I think maybe 15 million, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. So I mean, they're definitely, the market cap, I think they've already checked the boxes on market cap, liquidity, and volume, technically. I don't know what's holding them back as far as getting listed on Crypto.com, to be honest. I don't think it's them. It's probably Crypto.com approving them for whatever reason. Troy, what's going on, brother? And Dog said Mary needs to forfeit some liquidity pool to get listed on a major exchange. My guess is they gave a bunch of money to Coinbase to get whitelisted there. Maybe. Royal said there was some news about Mary. They currently hold 20% of something. Okay. Oh, and Crow. Dog said Mary said yesterday major DEX asked them to join while they are still waiting for the Crypto.com response. And Marco said Doga, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, has a very large potential. We'll list on LBank this week. We can check that out here in a second. And Nico came through with another five freaking memberships, bro. Killing it today, Nico. My boy's using that crab money. He's making it rain crab today. Yes, W to Nico. Good job. And every time it happens, Royal's like, F my life. Royal, you're good, brother. You're good. We're going to, I don't know. So the backstory of Royal is from overseas. He's having an issue. They won't let him like use a transaction to get into the membership. So he's been having an issue with that. So we're trying to get him on there. Unfortunately, YouTube won't let me gift, or I would be gifting myself. It won't let me gift freaking memberships. I don't know why, but they will not let me gift memberships. So, Royal, you need to check your settings, bro. You need to check your settings because you know they're always in here just throwing out memberships like crazy. So, Billy said, what do you think about Milady? Did I miss that? No. I mean, we talked about Milady particularly. So, I mean, what I've been saying about Milady, obviously, is dollar cost average in. I think right now is a beautiful time to be buying in. And let me pull up my coin market cap real quick. Can't believe we don't have this up. But Milady's at a spot right now where I've been slowly but surely buying the dips like crazy. So, one thing I want to explain is I know we're going crazy about DeFi, right? DeFi obviously is where you're gonna make a lot of money. Don't write off projects like Milady, guys. All right. Remember, she's already listed on a lot of major exchanges. We're going to be listed on Binance eventually, and this thing is going to be going up to a multi-billion-dollar market cap. So, obviously, we're going to get money through DeFi and everything else, leverage trading, all that good stuff. But we also, me personally, I have not written off Milady, and I started accumulating as we started to make these dips, and I've been buying in like crazy. So, for today, you can see Milady has bounced off the trend line. She's still holding pretty strong, but still at a beautiful price right now that I think, my opinion, wouldn't be a bad time to just continue to dollar cost average in, sitting there right at around $111 million market cap. So still looking good. And just like this tweet up here said, patience will always be rewarded. And I'm telling you guys this from experience. I'm gonna let me see here. Oh, I ain't mean to heart that. No Diddy. I don't send out no hearts like that, bro. I meant to just put like hodl or something, not like freaking heart it. My bad. I don't normally do that stuff, guys. I'm just kidding. Oh man. But I forgot my train of thought. That freaking heart threw me off. Freaking heart threw me off, but yeah, I'm still long-term very bullish on Milady. I really am. Yeah, so Dog said, wish you could send gifts in live stream. Bro, they used to be able to do that, bro. The other day I was watching George. I am George. You guys always know I'm a big supporter of George. And he was same thing. He was going through the same crap where he was like, bro, I'm trying to he was like literally for like 5 minutes. He's like, I'm trying to send some people free memberships. He's like, I would not let me. And it's the same thing. I literally was devoting like an hour after the stream going through everything. I'm like, why will it not like give me the option to be able to give memberships, and it's, I don't know why. I guess because you got to remember, YouTube gets a piece of the pie, right? And if I'm handing out free memberships, there's no money for them to take a piece of, right? So I'm guessing that's what I'm thinking. That's the reason why. I mean, I don't know any other reason why they would not let me do that. So let's see here. Billy said, I bought $20 of ladies to get 1 billion because I thought it was funny to have 1 billion ladies. That must have been a while back if you spend $20 for a billion, because right now a billion's about $150. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You were talking about gifts, like like a gift, like a meme. You're good, bro. But you know what I said I was gonna do and I forgot? Tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna be adding the crab with knife onto the emojis, and that's another thing too. Is if you guys are members, you guys have all the emojis, the exclusive emojis, right? Just dropped them right there. I'm gonna add more to the. I'm gonna add more tomorrow, or later on. We're gonna add crab with knife. Owen said, ladies just posted 2 consecutive. Should do that more to attract more investors. They're monk mode most of the time. And what I think it is right now is that, they dropped big news, what was it, like 2 months ago, about them doing the burns, creating a launch pad for staking and stuff like that. I think that's going to be the next big news that they drop. They did this for when we were in the bear market. They did the same thing where they would consecutively just drop their NFTs. They would just like basically Milady's face over something else, right? They would do that like consecutively, just day on, day out. So it's I think they do that because there's really nothing going on right now that they can really like exclusive news that they can drop for right now. So, and yeah, remember, right now, you guys think like the markets right now. We went over this article. We talked about this at the beginning of the stream. It's like put a fork in your eye. The market has become not boring, but we're just in this boring stage where we're just like there's not a lot going on. Myro's pumping. Myro's not doing too bad, but there's really not much going on right now. I mean, you can see Bitcoin is just trading in a very tight range. If you really think about it, if you're not leverage trading and you're just hodling right now, you're falling asleep at the wheel, right? You're falling asleep because you're basically like, what the? Nothing's going on. You're not up, you're not down, you're just freaking just going sideways right now. So, but if you are interested in leverage trading, make sure you guys become a member because we have covered that multiple times. And this weekend, and I mean next weekend, we're gonna get back into leverage trading, and because we have a lot of new members, I want to get back into how I find resistance, support levels, Fibonacci's, charts, stuff like that. I want to go through all that stuff because my goal for members, particularly, is to be a better trader, right? For you guys to be better traders. And what do I do as far as leverage trading? I've had a lot of feedback from a lot of people telling me that they've made a lot of money on leverage trading and also a lot of plays that we've been calling, so nothing but I'm just like ecstatic, with every single one of you guys. When you guys send me a message on Discord and you're like, hey bro, I'm up 20K since I've been with your channel, right? And I'm just like, bro, it's all you guys, right? You're the one that's making the decisions to buy or sell or whatever the case is. Maybe I'm pointing you in the right direction, or I've showed you some things, right? Or maybe sparked your interest on certain things, but you guys are the ones that are ultimately doing the work. But I'm just happy to get that feedback. And it's not been just one, two, it's been like multiple people that have like private messaged me and been like, bro, I thank you so much for your channel. I thank you so much for your content. I thank you so much for whatever it is. I'm up this amount of money, and I'm like, bro, I can't even tell you how happy I am for you guys. I really am. I'm happy that this is like my main goal for the channel was for me to just like bring knowledge and also bring a space for the crypto community, people like myself, where we can all just get together and talk about crypto, right? And all the new plays and just cover everything out there. I'm happy that you guys are making money is really what I'm happy about, right? So each and every one of you guys, I really am. Did we covered the news, right? There wasn't really much going on in the news today. So what do I predict for this week coming up? Last week, remember last weekend, we were rallying. When was this last weekend? I think it was like basically around this time right here. The market was, and I'm not saying rallying like we were blasting off, but we were at like 64,000. And I was like, guys, I think this week's going to be pretty well. It's going to do pretty well. And look at this. It didn't do well. I did well because I was leverage trading. I was shorting the hell out of the market. After like Monday hit and we started going down, I was like, all right. I started opening up shorts and stuff. And I was doing pretty well. But what do I think for this week coming up? I had to like step back and really look and be like, bro, what is going on with this market? For right now, like I've been telling you guys for the last few days, I really don't expect much. I do think that there's going to be a point where, and we don't know the exact date, but there's going to be a point where we're going to hit a spot and we're going to start moving up. We've been beat down, not crazy, but we've been beat down. We've been bored to death. We've been chopping sideways, chopping towards the downside. We've been sitting in this channel right here of this bull flag. It's going to play out most likely. I would say like 70% chance that this bull flag is going to play out. We're going to bounce at one of these levels, and we're just going to start shooting up towards 70,000. And I say this for Bitcoin because Bitcoin starts shooting up, everything else is going to follow. DeFi has been doing really well, but we're not even in the mix of DeFi season yet, guys. We're not even in the mix of DeFi season. Imagine when DeFi season kicks in, and that usually sets in after altcoin season. And we've already gone through this plenty of times. Bitcoin will usually do this after the post-halving. It'll eventually start making all-time highs again. Altcoin season will kick in a few months after. I'm predicting towards the end of this year, around the third, fourth quarter of this year. We're seeing altcoin season kicking in, and then DeFi season should be rolling out around the same time, if not maybe a few weeks or a month or two after. When I talk about DeFi season, guys, right now, let's go into Cronos. Look at the volume today for Cronos. Only $18.9 million. That's everything. Every project that's on Cronos right now has seen about $19 million. Not every project, but all collectively together. About $19 million. When we get into DeFi season, you're going to see Cronos particularly doing days where it's at a $200, $300, $400 million volume. So you want to think about what these projects are doing right now. Imagine when it's 20 times the money coming in. How fast things are going to be moving. How much money is going to be made. It's going to be epic. So I'm glad you guys are getting your feet wet. You guys are, playing with DeFi now. If you're just getting started, if you guys are, have already been around, then you guys already know. When we get into DeFi season, it's going to be craziness. It's going to be basically like what Cronos right now is what's going on in some of the other ecosystems. I mean, you have Solana right now under $1 billion, which is normally well over $1 billion for 24 hours. Ethereum only at 400 million. That's insane. Usually it's at like 2 billion. Binance only 600 million. Base 300 and Arbitrum only 188 million. That's crazy. Volume is so low right now for DeFi. So low. But we'll get back up and running. We'll get back up and running for sure. So damn, this project tanked. Holy crap. That's crazy. That is crazy. Chemo said, our dog, my boy dog said, FUD is going away and FOMO is starting to kick in. Once retail traders flood the market, anything on Cronos chain with a reputable team will and strong community will moon. I agree with you. I really do agree with you. I do agree with you, bro. Red Rum said, "You think my 11 billion is going to be profitable this bull run?" What do you mean for Milady? Is that what you're talking about for Milady? Because if that's what you're speaking of, Milady, I think that's a big move right there. Not a big move. I'm sorry. That's a solid bag, And like I keep telling you, bro, you got right now. You're getting blessed with that opportunity just to continue to just dollar cost average in on the projects, especially like Milady. Market cap is so low that you're just getting, you're getting this beautiful opportunity to just keep buying in right now at around $100 million. That's, for a project that's on major exchanges and potentially getting on Binance and stuff like that. That's a very low market cap. You can see some big moves for this project. So that's what I was telling you guys. DeFi, you want to diversify. You want to. With me, I always keep funds in my DeFi, and I always keep my funds, or I always keep my positions open, or whatever the case is, on my traditional markets as well. I want to be in both. I don't want to strictly be on DeFi because I know it's addicting, right? You start making that money, it's that fast money on DeFi, and you're just like, I'm gonna move everything to DeFi. I don't know if that's the best move. You want to kind of be on both sides. You want to be on both sides there. So, but guys, that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing too crazy today. I want you guys to go out, if you haven't already, call your mom. And I'm being honest, call your mom and wish her a happy Mother's Day. Hopefully your mom is still around. If she's not, then say a prayer. Shout out to everybody's mom, whether they're here or they're in heaven. Honestly, I salute every mom. You gotta have respect for moms, right? Because if they, without them, we wouldn't be here, right? We wouldn't be involved in this madness called crypto. So make sure you guys, anybody, even if it's someone that was your role model or your guardian growing up and they were that mom figure, make sure you guys take some time out and just thank them. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Join the Discord. All right, we're in there. Even though we're not live, we're on Discord all day. Tomorrow starts the beginning of the week. We'll have our streams at around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you can get those instant alerts whenever we go live. And make sure you guys hit that join button, because tomorrow everybody's going to be flooding the chats with NFK no FUD koalas, and they're going to be flooding the chats with crab with knives. All right, so make sure you guys hit that join button as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, see ya.